Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so you didn't see it yet, right?
What?
Us?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to say that the movie was freaking awesome. Okay? Excellent. Top of the top rating for me. One of my favorite movies. Very original. Knocked it out of the park. Home run. Blew my mind. Definitely a must-see for Jordan Peele. Definitely.
Sweet.
So far, perfect. Was he 2 for 2, I guess?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Very happy, man. There's no after credit scene, so don't even bother.
I didn't think looking at it didn't look like there was going to be.
Yeah. So that was just I wonder where he gets the ideas for these things, though. It's original stuff, and I think this is another movie that's breaking records like crazy.
Yeah.
So after I went to the movies, I had the ziti slice, which I said in my video, and it fell apart.
Oh.
Because the pizza is, I only had one slice this time.
Yeah.
The pizza is so heavy that it rips in half if you try to eat it like a normal pizza.
Yeah.
You can't. So you have to eat it with a fork, and like it just falls apart. It's a mess. So, and it's clumped with all this cheese and clumped with all this sauce. And I was doing a video, I was like choking when I got there. But I did my regular walk into another town from one of the movies.
Sweet.
Got some exercise in. So I did that. I played Friday the 13th today, on and off when I was before and after. I got some new kills there from Jason.
Sweet.
Try to get some new things on that. Did some comic book reviews. Reviewed Avengers, and I reviewed Conan the Barbarian. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about Walking Dead, but I know you didn't see it. But the one that I'm up to now, I'm two more episodes left. So I'm trying to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
Because I heard that these 2 episodes are huge. The episode I saw, and it's not really a spoiler, it's Daryl versus Beta. Okay. Yeah. Phenomenal shit. And I would never have thought of that without Rick. But this stuff is good.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I caught the last few episodes of Umbrella Academy, which were quite good, and they left it on a cliffhanger. So.
In trolling news, someone tried to hack into my Matrix Lord 212 account yesterday from Manchester, UK. Nice fucking try there. But you failed. So, you know what? This is getting ugly. And you know what? This is really a pain in the ass. That's all I'm going to say. Hopefully it's not going to get uglier. But
it came after you did that last video. So.
No. They've been coming after me since St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
All right, so it has nothing to do with me. They've been just coming attacking me since I launched my video game channel. They got a little fucking grimy, okay, and my other channel, because now I'm doing 2, 3, 4 channels at the same time. They're getting pissed because now it's me times 4, so they're not happy about it. So they've been doing this since St. Patrick's Day. They've been bashing and attacking and creating accounts. And, I don't give a shit, because what's going to happen eventually is it's going to get to the point of no return. And then I'm going to have to contact the troll hunter. And then it's going to be over. It's going to be over like it was last time for many a channel, because there's going to be no prisoners. It's going to be ridiculous. Channels will end. Trolls will fall. And that's the end of it. So, and this time we have an empire. So that's fine. So we have, troll hunter empire. So you know what? That's going to be the end of that. And, I don't want it to get ugly, but it's going to get ugly. And that's fine. But when people learn, when they lose their content, and they start crying and whining,
Well, they did it to themselves.
Don't care. Don't care. So, if you're on the list, you're on the list. Sorry. If you ever done anything, you're on the list. You know, people off the list, but if you're on the list, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take care of it. So, anyway, we got Runaways that got approved for a 3rd season.
I still gotta watch. I think I saw.
I still didn't see season 1.
Yeah. 2 episodes. I know I saw either 1 or 1.5 episodes of that.
Yeah, I still didn't see season 1. Who died? Larry Cohen.
Oh. He did a couple of movies. I saw that, and I can't remember what movies he did. But.
Oh, he did. Okay, let's see. He did Defenders, Invaders, It's Alive. I remember those movies. He did Cellular. Okay, Masters of Horror. I remember that. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we got Picard. We got news about Picard.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what this says here. Okay, so this is going to be set 2 decades after Star Trek Next Generation. And it's going to focus on Picard in the next phase of his life. Oh, wait a minute. It says officially no plot or character details are out. So whatever bull crap that we got is bull crap.
Yeah.
So we don't have any. Wait. Yeah, we don't have anything.
Zero nada.
Yeah, so there was a list that was just bull crap. All right, so there's that. What else? Okay, so I'm going to talk about comics for general for a second. I gotta say, and this is what I do. I read the comics, I review them on my second channel, then I talk about them here. Whatever my beef or whatever my issue is. Remember how Marvel used to say that Mephisto was not the devil? And in all their descriptions, it's like he likes to pretend he's the devil, but he hasn't been around since the beginning of time and all that stuff. Well, somebody's been retconning that because obviously they've had Mephisto in the caveman times, which is bullshit because if you're going to put him all the way back in the past, he's the devil, okay? Like,
or a demon.
Not a goddamn, no, he's the devil. He's not going to, see, this is what bothers me, okay? He's not going to just be a demon that's been around for millions of years that are going to have powers to give people like Ghost Rider and all these other shit. He's not just going to be a regular, he's the devil. So, like, they're retconning their own crap, and he's the devil. And it's just getting to be, he's appearing and appearing and appearing a lot lately. Okay, in the Avengers and Champions, Scarlet Spider and Daredevil and, not Daredevil, Deadpool and Spider-Man. He's all over the place. Okay, the thing that they're getting wrong 100,000,000% is, you know, in the Infinity Gauntlet, he tried to get the gauntlet, right? He tried to trick Thanos in the comic book, right? You're not going to have retcon him and make him that he's been around for millions of years, because then he's going to be so thing where he could, like, basically be better than anybody, okay?
Well, I remember they did something with Cable and Apocalypse, the whole notion that that Apocalypse got the idea of infection of the techno-organic virus was because Cable went back in time to kill him utilizing the same stuff, and then that's what gave him the idea of using the techno-organic.
But this is not a time travel. Mephisto is in the past.
I know, but that's
like 1,000,000 years, like, which is not the way it was. Like, so, like, you can't have it that he's been around that long, because he wasn't around that long. You can't do that, because then then he is the devil. So, like, I'm annoyed with that. Not happy with it. I'm actually super duper pissed off with that. Another one I'm really pissed off about is this notion in the comics with the Avengers that the United States of America is evil, and that Wakanda is everything, and the Avengers are part of Wakanda.
This is what I suggest. If Marvel does not change this, everybody should stop reading comic books. There should be I'm sorry, that is wrong. If you're going to make your own country the villain and everything, and then I suggest everybody stop reading Marvel comics. They start flooding Marvel with emails, as well as go into Facebook, flood them, so you either stop this, or you can no longer, or we will start supporting DC over Marvel.
Another thing is,
and I thoroughly believe that's what should happen.
Another thing is that they're starting to put down Shield agent, like they're saying that, oh, Shield sucks, Shield's the worst. Like these new writers are coming in making like Shield sucks, and now we have Agents of Wakanda. Now we have Agent Avengers, Agents of Wakanda, all these organizations that the Black Panther is behind, and then we find out he's taking orders from Odin. Which, when the fuck would you ever see that? That Odin's sitting on a throne and Black Panther comes in like a fucking servant. And you're like, what the fuck? And he's like, when is my Rainbow Bridge going to be built? Well, Odin, we're working on it. Like, what? You just turned fucking the Black Panther into a bitch.
Yeah, into a servant.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's really
yeah, God. I mean, there's some good stuff in it, and then there's some really bad stuff in it. So, I mean, you know, it's just hysterical to me that they go far and they do all this. Oh, I have to bring something else up too. All right, I don't like to get politics involved, but I'm going to go political here. It's going to get dangerous a little bit. And I'm just talking, being fair. I'm not taking sides, but I think it's absolutely amazing that we have all these networks, all these media, and you can tell the ones that are Democratic.
Yeah.
Right? That the whole story about Russian conspiracy was bullshit. Okay? That they spent $40 million to try to prove a bullshit story. They wasted. They complained that it cost them money for the wall. I don't even think the wall cost $40 billion, okay? They spent $40 billion. And you know what's going to happen now? Now that this stuff has been going on, the reverse is going to happen. They're going to find out all these crooked things from the Democrats, and people are going to go to jail. Okay? Now the networks are scared. CBS and NBC, and for all the people that are Democratic are petrified that they're going to get sued, they're going to get ripped because they've been reporting faker news than comic books.
Here we go. This is, I'm glad you brought this up because I was noticing this last year as well. And it started, I think maybe, yeah, or even 2 years ago. We all remember old George W. Bush, and he got reelected, correct?
Yeah.
Remember how when the reelection thing came up, everybody was bashing him. Everybody tried to make him look like the villain.
Right. What happened?
I'm seeing the same exact.
Oh yeah.
Repeated.
Trump is getting reelected
because of their nonstop bashing. Because
they look so bad.
People are going to get tired of it. Yeah. Whether you agree with the man or not.
But it's not that. They've been proven wrong. They lied. They've been proving that the Democratic Party lying. So now they're going to definitely lose. And I'm not saying this that I'm a Republican. I'm just saying common sense. They're going to lose.
Because of their own actions.
Because of their own actions. They're
doing exactly the same thing. And people, like I said, people are going to grow tired of it. And instead of villainizing the man, they're going to make him the victim.
He should ask for the $40 million back. He should ask for the $40 million back that they wasted of taxpayer dollars. you know what? Here's the thing.
Okay.
There's stupid people on both sides.
Yeah.
Republicans and Democrats, okay? So don't right away go like, oh, Matrix Lord is this. I mean, don't put me in a category, don't label me, okay? I like to point out stupid people, and that's basically what I'm doing, okay? You wasted $40 million, okay? Why don't you throw that to Social Security? Why don't you throw that to medical benefits, like health insurance people? You wasted $40 million. That's not even your money because you have an agenda. And that agenda is to get rid of, they're trying to get rid of the President of the United States. And they don't give a crap about the American people. And they don't give a crap about people not having medical coverage or health care, none of that stuff. And they wasted money that's not theirs, like like a rich aunt. And they just like, these are the people that are making the decisions what to do with our money. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know what? If I didn't know any better, I would be thinking that somebody in government's making people stupid. Because look what they do in the schools with the common pure math and stuff like that.
This is what I've always said. If you notice when it comes time for tax cuts, education always is part of the top 5 that gets it cut. Because when you dumb down your society, it's easier for them to be led.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you right now, you know, not saying everybody's like any one party is better than the other, but right now, Democrats are looking really bad.
We told you so.
So, just calling it out. And if it was a reverse, I would call that out too.
Same here.
But you know what? I never talked about it because I never believed the bullshit anyway about this Russian garbage. And we see this stuff in YouTube all the time. We see the smear campaigns with the trolls. So they should have asked us for advice because I can tell you right now, people have tried to make such bullshit stuff in this community about me, you, different people. It's insane. And this is now, it's affected America, that the whole country got trolled by the Democrats. It's like, whatever, you know. I'm glad I'm not reading the party. But anyway, all right, so I got that off my chest. So I'm not happy about Wakanda being part of every single thing in Marvel Universe. We're having a huge, Marvel gave an outline for their big storylines. And we got War of the Realms. Right after that's done, we got Carnage. What was the name of the thing? Carnage. Shut up, Billy. Don't tell me about Walking Dead. I will fucking flip on you. You thickety fuck. I don't you dare. Ryan Sinclair, don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare with your messages down there, dude. See, I fucking said this to Sharon too. I was like, these fucking people are going to spoil it, right? All over Facebook. Billy, shut up. Shut up, Billy. Don't fucking even think. You know what? We're getting off the cast soon. I'm going to fucking watch. I'm going to stay on social media. You fucking people. I want to see Walking Dead myself. Jesus. I don't know what I was talking about. Carnage. What the hell? I had the name.
Yeah, you said that was going to be the next thing that.
It was I forgot the name because Billy screwed me up. Whatever. Anyway, there's a Carnage storyline that he fights everybody, and then after that's done, like I called it, Scott. There's the mystery crossover in December, which I called already before they even had an outline. Oh no, I'm sorry. Before that, there's an X-Men. There's an X-Men crossover. Then there is 4.
Mystery.
4. The whole year 4. Then there's a big one after the X-Men. Which I'm going to talk about the X-Men in detail tomorrow because now Billy's got me worried about me even going on Facebook because I don't want to see freaking Walking Dead spoilers. Damn it, Billy. You cut my cash short, bro. All right. So tomorrow I promise I will talk about the X-Men big crossover, and I think it's House of X and then Power of X or something like that. And they have this huge poster. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show it, but I want to talk about it tomorrow. It's in my Billy, get out of my messenger, man. I don't want to see it, bro. Don't you dare, bro. Don't want to see that. It's terrible, man. Terrible. Hold on. Come on. Let me get the picture. All right. Where is it? Hold on a second. It's a nice poster, actually. What the hell? Now I can't find it. All right, you know what? Whatever. No, here we go. I'm not looking up this way. Okay. We get a nice. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna screenshot this. Okay. Hate when technology doesn't cooperate. Am I jumping around? Probably.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay. All right, so Hickman, Jonathan Hickman is doing this.
Look.
You see this, Scott? Now, who is that sitting next to him? Is that like Moira McTaggart, or is it like, I don't know. Professor X can walk again. Obviously, he's another body, but yes, they got these two big things: House of X, Powers of X. They got a nice picture of everybody in there, which looks really awesome, though, right?
Looks cool, yeah.
Yeah. So after this, then we're gonna have the mystery, massive thing from Marvel. Don't know what it entails. Don't know who it entails. Don't know if it's gonna be like Secret Wars. No, what would it be? Secret Wars 2 or some weird shit? I have no idea. Could be Mephisto. Mephisto fights everybody. I don't know. Don't know what it is. December. So, just hopefully nobody changes the damn timeline again. Because, right now we're gonna have all the friggin' Infinity Warps universes have series now, which is flooding the market. So Arachnite, Ironhammer, Ghost Panther, Weapon Hex, and what is the other shit? What was the other one?
I don't know because I don't follow. I don't follow it as much.
Don't even know. Is fucking shit. Oh, and Sorcerer or Captain. What was it? Sorcerer, Soldier Supreme or some shit? Yeah, whatever. Captain America, Doctor Strange mixture.
Oh, yeah. Good God. Make it stop.
Did it really sell? Did it really sell enough for you to do a ongoing shit now? Probably not.
If it was a limited issue thing, or like each had like 4 or 5 issues or 6 issues, I could see. But
you're flooding the market. It is like disgusting. Like, you want a book? Silver Surfer, you want a book?
You want to write a book? We'll give you a book.
Silver Surfer, let's do a book on Mephisto's dog. Yeah. Let's go. Come on, man. Why don't are you gonna do like a Thanos Punisher book? Oh, so another thing that reminds me. In the upcoming Avengers book, one of the new Avengers or whatever of the team gets seriously hurt, and Wolverine gives them a blood transfusion,
and which gives him the ability to heal after that.
So let's narrow it down, okay? If you had to pick one of these new Avengers to have a healing factor, Matrix Lord 212 would pick the Punisher because he's normal human being. So it's kind of weird how he could die like that, if he gets shot in the head or something. So he's the only one without powers, with the exception of Elektra, but whatever. But he's the most vulnerable. So I would give the healing factor to the Punisher. Now, it may not be the Punisher. It could be Conan the Barbarian, but that would be ridiculous because then I would also explain how he's living longer than he should as a barbarian and not like...
So in other words, he gets the powers in the future. He gets transplanted back to the past. And
then he becomes king and shit, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, see, I'm kind of hoping it's the Punisher rather than Conan the Barbarian. Because Conan the Barbarian, for whatever reason, he's just... He keeps healing and whatever. I don't know. Whatever he has already, without even, you know. I think they hinted that it might have been Conan in there. Because I noticed how, like, you know, in the past, when you read Conan the Barbarian, like, decades ago, you used to read it. Now when you read it, because it's like, oh, there's Asgard. Wait, why is Marvel shit in there? Like, I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking at this map. I'm like, Asgard. Wait, what? Don't start throwing shit in it. So now it's like, oh, Conan, you know, definitely in the Marvel Universe.
Yes.
In the past. So, all right. I'm just hoping it's the Punisher. You know. Makes sense.
It does.
But again, it could make sense if it's Conan also. But then what are you going to do? You're going to say that Conan the Barbarian, future, like, descendants Wolverine? Like, that's his great. Wolverine
gives him the healing power. Then he gets sent back in the past, but he still maintains Wolverine's healing ability. So basically, it slows down his aging rate. So.
I don't want to see the person whip out bone claws.
No, me neither.
Because that's not, like, see, I don't know. Is that part of the blood, too? The bone claws? I don't know. This is going to get some weird shit real fast. We got too many damn visitors from the future.
Yeah.
You know, we got Phoenix Wolverine. Jesus. The hell is that?
I don't know. It just sounds stupid. Just simplify it and cut it down.
I was gonna say, why don't you just make, and then if I would have said it, it would have created a new character because somebody would have took it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it.
No.
But anyway, it's crazy. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will say it. You know, it's funny how Peter Parker had to deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May from the sniper that, like, you know, from the Kingpin order to hit, right? And Aunt May died. So now she's dying again of cancer, though, this time. So is the deal gonna, like, would the deal be broken, or would he try to make a new deal, or he don't remember the deal?
Yeah,
that's another thing.
So unless he's going to try to, and Doctor Strange steps in to tell.
See, that's another thing. Marvel's trying to make it like, oh well, he had a deal, but then Doctor Strange, for no reason, just altered the past. Like no, Mephisto did everything.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange did not, like, they just threw that in there.
But you watch. They'll probably do something. He's about to do the same thing. Strange steps in and says, "I know it's not a good idea to do this."
Like, you did this already. Like, what?
No, I don't think you'd go that far. Says no.
I think you would. Because the last time he lost Sorcerer Supreme title because that happened. So yeah, I think he will step in and say no. Yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man is, we're hearing too now, love triangle with Black Cat and Mary Jane now, because Black Cat is just that spell is broken, and now she's blaming the spell for her actions, the way she acted all these years, because the spell, like, she got blocked from all her memories and all her things, and then she acted the way that she wouldn't have acted had she retained her memory. So she's pretty pissed off. So hopefully she doesn't bump into Doctor Strange anytime soon, or Mephisto, because she'll probably close their eyes out, whatever. She's pissed. So she's completely 1,000,000% in love with Peter Parker now again. And they even had this thing where she thought he was going to propose. It was a flashback, and it's like, oh, shit. So that's going to be crazy. Yeah. And we also got this thing that for some reason Peter Parker had a futuristic vision of Mary Jane dying.
Oh, God.
Which, when did that happen? It happened with Kane having his spider sense become a precognitive ability, but now his spider sense...
Make it stop.
His spider sense acting on another wavelength due to some weird mist, that now he can see the future? What? Yeah. So we're going to see.
Stupid dumb, stupid dumb.
What next? Spider-Man becomes Sorcerer Supreme because he loses his mind because Aunt May dies, and then he flips out and he blames Mephisto, and then he becomes
Sorcerer Supreme.
And he becomes Sorcerer Supreme to battle Mephisto. So it'll be Spider-Man, Dark, Sorcerer Supreme, like, because it's all Mephisto's fault, and I'm gonna just destroy Mephisto. And I don't care about anything anymore. Because let's just put it this way. Let's just say Aunt May is his anchor, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say she dies, and let's just say it's to do with either Mephisto or Kraven or whatever. Let's just say he loses his shit because maybe Aunt May dies. If Aunt May died and Mary Jane died, would his sense of responsibility be strong enough now that he's completely alone, or would he lose his shit and go in a completely different direction?
He'd go in a completely different direction
because of the trauma.
Are gone.
Because of the trauma.
Yeah.
Like, would he just be dead set on going after the villains and Mephisto, like whatever, like just darker than dark?
The reason why they'd probably go the route of Sorcerer Supreme with him.
I'm just creating this again.
That's why they would probably go that route.
In the future where Spider-Man is Sorcerer Supreme. Well, let's put it to you this way. Norman Osborn tried to learn magic.
Yeah.
And, you know, they really didn't want that because he could have become very powerful. So, I guess that was changed or altered. But anyway, if he could do it, why not Peter Parker? Peter Parker's like with the sciences and stuff. He could study the mystic arts, and next thing you know, boom.
Yeah, he could take the since magic preceded science, and science is actually in a way a form of magic. He could probably manipulate it, or
I can see. You know how Brian Michael Bendis made Tony Stark Sorcerer Supreme in the alternate future? I don't see that ever. The only reason he did that is because of the facial hair.
Yeah,
because they both look the same. But Peter Parker, I could see rather than Tony Stark. Like, because at some point in time, if he gets older and he can't web swing and he can't, like, you know, would he be doing something else? What would he be doing? You know, like.
Yeah, he'd be.
I'm just saying. I mean, you're never gonna see that. You're never gonna see that. But you would see an alternate future of that. But you'll never see the actual future of it. And then Marvel getting up the cash cow. It never happened. So it would be interesting to see if that Aunt May dying. Not that I want to see it totally, but if Aunt May died and Mary J died, Flash Thompson's dead, Betty Bryant's in the place. He only has a Black Cat. I think he would lose his shit. I think because there was when Mary Jane almost got killed and he was dying in the hospital, and it was due to Morlun, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got so enraged in the hospital bed that these tentacles came out and he absorbed Morlun. Where Morlun died, but he didn't really die because Spider-Man never killed anybody. But he's a vampire. So Morlun temporarily died, and he built a cocoon and got out of his body and created a new body. And then he had to go to the morgue to take the wedding ring off the finger of the dead body, which is really dark. That was really dark, that storyline. And Tony Stark did all the tests, and he's like, yes, that's the real Peter Parker. That's, you know, he shed his body or skin or whatever, like a spider or something. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I could see, because he, you know, that one moment, Mary Jane could have been dead.
Yeah.
I could see he might flip if something like that happens. He might. You know? When Uncle Ben died, just think about this for a second. Uncle Ben died.
Yep.
And he became Spider-Man. Now, what if that happened again, but really bad? Would he just now go in a new motto, just like Uncle Ben, great power, great responsibility? What if now Mary Jane died and Aunt May died, and now it's like, no, I have to take out all my villains totally. Like, just, you know, it will be a completely different mindset because now he just lost everybody. So responsibility would be out the window, probably. Because think about it this way: when Aunt May was dying, he wasn't really responsible, was he? Like going around time asking his villains for help, even heroes, to save Aunt May. He wasn't really great power, great responsibility. He was very irresponsible, and he didn't care. He abused his power, and you know, maybe that's why everybody hates him, because you know, the whole entire Marvel universe changed because of Spider-Man, not anybody else. Peter Parker. So you know, maybe they retain a little bit of that memory or the resentment, like, you know, hey, our whole life got altered because of your shit, you know?
Yeah.
So just think about that.
Be selfish and
you know, he never really talks about that in the comics. It's always that great power, but he never talks about when he does do things that's irresponsible.
That's correct.
Because again, I want to say this: the video game did it right, because in the video game, they're like, you either cure, and spoilers for Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, right? You either cure Mary Jane, you either cure Aunt May, or you cure the world, and Aunt May dies.
Yeah.
And you know what they did? He let Aunt May die to save the world, so that way they could create a antidote. But the amount of time that they had to create the antidote, she could have been cured.
That's true.
But she died. So that was the responsible thing to do, the right thing to do. And Dan Slott handled that storyline in the Marvels. But Dan Slott didn't do that thing with Mephisto. That was Straczynski that did Babylon 5 and all that other stuff. That was not what Peter Parker would have done. That's not the whole. It's taking the whole Bible of Spider-Man, throwing it out in the garbage. Like, great power, great responsibility. They wouldn't have done that. And honestly, if he did ask for Doc Ock's help, Doc Ock would have helped him. They said Doc Ock said no. Doc Ock would have helped him because he had a connection with Aunt May. But anyway, it would be interesting. You want to do good stories? Do that story. Don't do this shit about, oh, don't you want to read about Iron Man in his armor having the hammer of Thor?
No.
No, because that's what happens when you do Superman in Marvel and he's unstoppable. It's boring as shit.
Yeah.
So no, I don't want to see Iron Man with Thor's hammer. It's boring. And no, I don't want to see Doctor Strange and Captain America together because it's boring. Because if the spell don't get you, the shield will go up your ass. So it's boring. Like, they're unstoppable. You take Spider-Man and mix it with Moon Knight, it's like Batman with webs and shit. I mean, it's no, man. I don't want to read about that because it's too ridiculous. And it's like becoming, it would always be boring because they can never be beat. Come on.
That's why they rewrote Superman in the past, because they realized
they depowered him, right?
Yeah,
they depowered him because it was ridiculous. So no, I'm sorry, Marvel Comics, but we don't want to read about the Ghost Panther and all these effing books. No. And you know what? This whole thing about Silver Surfer having a weird colored hands. Come on. Man.
Oh, come on.
Like, really? Like, you want to get new viewers? This is like insane now with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about one of the most popular characters have now, right? Right? Is the weirdest effing character there is, right? It's Punisher from an alternate reality that died, was brought back by Mephisto, became a Ghost Rider, became a Herald of Galactus, became friggin' servant to Thanos. Then he goes to kill Thanos in the past, and he raises the baby, and the baby becomes Punisher Thanos. This character is like Punisher, like is so insane because he's lived so long that he's just nuts. I mean, he's batshit crazy. He's more batshit crazy than Deadpool. It's just nuts. And he doesn't even give a shit. And that's the whole thing. At least Deadpool probably gave a shit a little bit, but like the character, everybody thinks, oh, this is the greatest shit ever because this is wild shit, you know? And it is. So like that's the hot thing now, Cosmic Ghost Rider. Because people are like, ooh, you know. But he's not even from the Marvel Universe. He's not. Just like Phoenix Wolverine, people are like, oh, no, it's not cool. Because he's un-effing stoppable. He's the Phoenix. His body is laced with adamantium. His claws are on fire. Jesus, how could you ever beat that?
You can't.
That's why it's boring. You can't do that, Marvel. It's boring. God, they don't get it. They're making She-Hulk so ridiculously powerful.
They made her butch. Let's basically.
Well, they made her butch, but now they made her where
look like a guy.
But now they made her like she could explode like a gamma bomb, but then be okay. It's like the Celestials boosted her powers, and it's like, are you insane? Like, so now like, oh, I could be called the Hulk because I'm the strongest one there is. It's like, come on. Oh my God. And now this kid, and then you know what bothers me too? This kid Ghost Rider is the best Ghost Rider in existence now.
Good Lord.
Because why? He's better than Johnny Blaze? Come on. He took on a Celestial? This is insane. Yeah. They just throwing out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, out with the old, in with the new now. You know, it's like, until that doesn't work, you know?
They're trying to make everybody fit basically the genre which they're trying to fit the social group who they want to read. So
how could you give a pardon?
So it's a kiddie Ghost Rider. We want a certain age group to read this kid Ghost Rider.
How could you give a pardon to Hydra Cap? Like, seriously. And they make it that Donald Trump's the president in the comics and he's a villain and the United States is a villain. Come on.
And that's why I said.
God, I can't believe they did that.
Literally, that's why I'm saying until they fix it or until they decide to pretty much spam the hell out of Marvel to tell them to cool this stuff. Otherwise, everybody's gonna stop spending money.
Yeah.
For Marvel.
I'm going to read a comment. KP Starfleet. I haven't read any Marvel books since 2011. I've been hearing sales are down the past few years. DC Comics had the right idea in 2000. Lex Luthor for president in 2020. Well, didn't Marvel do the same thing? They made the Kingpin of Crime mayor of New York.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, which, again, they're just, I don't know. I think they're going in a bad direction. It's shaky with this whole United States thing. I don't like them portraying the United States. In the past, they would have a senator that was evil, right? Yeah. Now they're making it like the majority of the United States are evil. Like, I really like what are these guys thinking in their head when they're putting this stuff out? Because is it freedom of speech so much that we're just allowed to bash the shit out of our country? Is that what we do now? Is this what they do in Marvel Comics? You know, you almost went bankrupt, and then thank God you had to splinter your characters to keep money alive, and then Disney buys you, and then they're like, hey, we want these characters. They're like, well, I'm sorry, we sold the movie rights, and then they finally took them forever to get everything back. But now can't that Disney just step in and say, wait a minute, you said the United States is evil in the comics? Like, what are you doing? You know, like, does Disney even know that? God. Terrible, man. I take your philosophy and flush it down the toilet. Yeah. You're writing for comic books. You know what bothers me too? You know how people try to push their agenda, right? These people are gonna push their bullshit agenda to these kids. These kids are gonna think that they're smart and doing all this stuff, and it's all bullshit. Just like that fake Russian story. You're gonna make everybody bullshit artists and stupid, and you're gonna try to educate them in the comics like, oh, this is the way. It's not the way. Like, come on.
Indoctrination.
God. It's beginning to believe it. You know what it is like? It's like if you go to college, you're stupid now. Not that you are, because you want to know why? Look what's happening. Colleges are getting bribed to get their kid to push things like to push their kids to higher schooling. They don't give a fuck. You see what's happening with those actresses too now? It's insane, dude. It's just crazy stuff going on in this world. So I see you muted. Everything all right? I guess. You're muted.
Yeah,
right?
I wanted to shift over to the
okay,
to the comment thing, and I didn't want to.
Comments. Yeah, we don't got any new comments instead. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. What's that? Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.